matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gamecocks offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got the back over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And listen, I like this near the goal line, right? Do something a little bit different. Try to get you guys with a little bit of speed on the perimeter. Everybody brings in all those big bodies for the goal line. Try to be stout up the middle and not give up the run. So nice job of getting positive yards down in the red zone.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Touchdown Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Tatum. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effective. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him? And
lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 20.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch.
guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with him. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He now has 63 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Looking to buy time. He'll throw it. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Burks. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Burks. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Sooners are flying down the field. They send the tight end in motion. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll run play action. Almost the D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's looking deep. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. The give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll go back to work. The give to the back. Ran through the contact. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Got a man. It's Sellers. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Just steamrolling the defense. They finally rust whistle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Sellers. Under fire. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third down, he drops the throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sategna. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. He got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The Sooners are on the move. DB's right up on the receivers. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. And the D denied him on second and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No mas. Get it together.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's up. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his back in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the receiver is going to hate watching film and watching that play back because that was a touchdown, and he dropped it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Finds a man on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. No good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job at pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Pressure coming. Caught close to the marker. It's Sategna. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for this.
Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. And they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Finds his man. It's Lewis.
Man, a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Hey, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 81 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Trying to set up the screen. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Quick handoff. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And the Gamecocks will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind him. Nice job.
Trying play action. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Just keeps moving. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the 1st. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Looking for room. It's Mark. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barnes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A great catch and run for 6. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes. He's right at 99 yards, and the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
From the gun, give on the inside. At the 45 on its way. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
If your defensive line cannot take on double teams, it allows linemen to get up into the laps of linebackers, and that's happening far too often right now, which is why this defense is struggling stopping the run.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping. Run game, just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Gibson.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Grab near the marker. It's Lewis. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving. Gets the 1st himself. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Barnes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Past the 1st down marker and still running. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Right at the 50-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.